Good morning, class of November 2023. Welcome to the AI powered Learning Science Bootcamp. I am incredibly excited to have you here. I say this every time, it's true every time, but we have such a brilliant cohort of people for this month's bootcamp, and I cannot wait to dive in and to get to know learning science and also this new crazy world of AI much better with you. So, today is kickoff day. So what does that mean? Well, what you're going to get is access to the bootcamp playbook. This is like the source of truth for the next 3 weeks. Is where you'll find all of the information that you need to know about the bootcamp, but also about the different projects. So the way that this bootcamp works is that it's very hands-on. So each week, on Monday, I will release a project. You will spend around about 90 minutes working on that project during the week. And then at the end of the week on Friday, we will spend an hour together to look at your projects, to give feedback, to share reflections, and to learn from one another. I do ask, you'll see this in the instructions, but I do ask that you, as much as possible, try to return, submit your project within 24 hours, so on a Thursday at the latest, so that I have chance to look at them and to be prepared to give feedback in the live class. It just makes it much richer. And to do that, what you'll also get today is access to this, which is our dedicated community. So here you can ask general questions, just make general comments, ask questions, and you'll see here the share your work channel, and this is where I ask that every Thursday or earlier, as some people do, you share your project for the week, and also please ask for specific feedback. Actually, one really great skill to practice in the bootcamp is the art of reflecting on, well, what's the feedback that I want, and how do I ask for it really concisely. So share your work and maybe ask for one or two pieces of feedback, or ask one or two targeted questions that, of course, I will answer, but also please remember this is a communal experience. A huge part of the value here is meeting other people who are designing courses. So please do dive in and answer questions as well as ask them here in the community space. And so right now, this week, what do we need to do? So the first thing to do is just to quickly dive into AI 101. What you'll find in here is some information on just some basics around AI. So you'll find some prompting tips. I'm sure that you've read lots over the past few months around like how AI is a bit of a garbage in, garbage out type scenario. I think that's an oversimplification, but certainly there are good and better ways of prompting, and so I would love you just to take a look at that before we start, so that you get the most out of this course. I'd also please like you to take a quick look at our toolkit. So these are the main tools that we will use over the next 3 weeks. What I've tended to find is that people also bring other suggestions, additional suggestions as we go. So this will grow, but this is our baseline tool, list of tools that we're going to use, and some information about what they do, where you can and can't use them, because some are restricted to different countries, that kind of thing. I've made sure that everybody is covered, but yeah, so check that out too, please. And then also just quickly, before we get started, please also just check out this section on AI tools and data privacy. So it just talks about the importance of not inputting anything that's sensitive, and some tips on how to redact sensitive information so that you can still make use of inputs without breaking any kind of data privacy confidences. So that's where to start. And then once you've taken a look at AI 101, you can jump straight in and get started on Project 1, which is discovery. And the way that this works is the way that each project will work each week. So there'll be a project, as I mentioned earlier, for you to complete. But first of all, what you'll find is that I've created some audio, just some background on the things that I've learned about the science of each project. So this week, discovery. So the science of discovery, which is what I refer to, where you might refer to maybe analysis in something like the ADDIE model. But what is the science of behind getting to know who our learners are and what motivates them and how do we do that. So take a listen to that. And then if you wish, you can also take a look at, as you listen, you can follow along and take a look at the transcript version of that. And then the next step, if you want, in my audio, you'll find that I refer to quite a lot of the research that sits behind the science of discovery. So if you like, you can then, and I do encourage this, please dive into some of the research. I've just distilled the most important, the most well-cited and influential research related to the project there. And if you want any of these articles and you aren't able to get them, just let me know in the community and I will get them for you and share them. So yeah, you can, it's optional to dive into the discovery bit. And then each week, all of that prep will probably take somewhere around 10-15 minutes, and then there's around about 80 minutes. So it's 90 minutes in total each week that you need to commit to then actually doing your project. And so another thing that you need to do up front is think, well, what do I want to design? What course am I going to design? I think to get the most out of this, it was incredible if you have, it's much more powerful, I should say, if you have access to your learners to do some very rapid kind of validation with them. If you don't, it might be that you have access to some data about a course that already exists, and this can be more of a redesign project. Or you might want to be the target learner yourself and take the role both of designer and target, so that you can just experiment with each part of the course. Whatever the case, you can design anything. But the more access you have both to your learners and the subject matter expert, the more you will get out. So just consider that when picking your course. And so what you'll find is just some concrete steps for you to follow in order to complete each project. You'll find this each week. Some tips on how to supercharge using AI, some prompts for you to try out in the course of your project. And then, as it says here, just some instructions on sharing it over here in the Share Your Work channel as and when you are finished. This is a safe space. Excuse my French, but we use this, we have this kind of phrase that we use, which is shitty first drafts, or crappy first drafts. Nothing here will be perfect first time. What we're doing is we're practicing, we're having our first go at designing a course that is evidence-based and powered by AI. So please don't spend time trying to get things perfect. I would much rather you give me 2, 3, 4 versions of something very rapidly and iterate and improve. That's the best way to learn here. So it's a safe space. Nothing will be shared beyond the community, and don't be worried about perfect, just be worried about good enough and thinking about what you're learning as you go. And what you'll find is that over the course of the 3 weeks, we will design an entire course powered by AI, and we'll reflect on how AI impacts the speed and the cost and the quality, I think most importantly, of our work as people who create courses. So yeah, that's all from me for now. As you'll see over in the instructions for the intro week 1, please do start by adding an intro over here in the community. Some of you already have. Fabulous, thank you. Loving it. You'll see some prompts here, just fill those in, get that done, and then dive into AI 101 and then your first project. I am here in the community all of the time. I will be here every single day to help you. So if you have questions, if you want feedback, anything at all, I'm here, and I look forward to meeting you at the live class on Friday. You will find the invitations now in your calendars. Brilliant. Take care, everyone. Good luck with your discovery work, and I will see you here in the community. Take care. Bye-bye.